Hello, everyone. Today, let's delve into a captivating topic that has ignited the curiosity of many. Join me as we uncover 10 intriguing and essential facts about smartphones that might have slipped under your radar. First of all, did you know that the first mobile phone cost about $4,000? Mobile phones aren't just a recent phenomenon. The first mobile was actually sold in the States back in 1983. Martin Cooper invented it, but it was anything but cheap. Despite our current access to epic deals on the latest gadgets, the first mobile phone cost around $4,000. The second surprising fact about smartphones is that mobile phones are dirtier than toilet handles. This mobile phone fact might gross you out a tad. For those of you who have your mobile glued to your hand, you might be changing your ways. Our mobiles go just about everywhere with us, which means they pick up a bunch of germs along the way. A used mobile picks up around 18 more types of bacteria than a toilet seat. So, remember to clean your mobile phone regularly and safely. The third astonishing fact about smartphones is that your mobile is more powerful than a spaceship. We often talk about the chips and processors in our mobiles, and for good reason too. Apple's latest A15 Bionic quite literally blew us away. And Android just keeps finding new ways to make their processors more powerful. Did you know that the average mobile now has more computing power than the computers used for the Apollo 11 moon landing, according to NASA? The fourth interesting fact about smartphones is that Apple once sold 340,000 iPhones per day. iPhones are the go-to mobiles for the majority of the population. iPhone 13 itself has sat at the top of our list for the top 10 mobiles our customers are loving since its release. They haven't recently become popular. Back in 2012, iPhone sales were at a serious high. Apple actually sold around 340,000 iPhones per day, that's a whopping 125 million that year. The fifth strange but interesting fact about smartphones is that scientists can charge phones using urine. Bear Grylls has told us a lot of weird and wonderful stories about urine, where one was that scientists down in Bristol developed a way of charging phones using urine. Researchers believe that the future of charging could involve using smart toilets to gain and store energy, perhaps an answer to this energy crisis? The sixth interesting fact about smartphones is that the first mobile phone weighed 2.5 pounds. Mobile phones in today's world weigh around 200 grams, with new models becoming more lightweight by the day. The first ever mobile phone, however, weighed around 2.5 pounds. And for those of you who just think about babies when pounds are mentioned, 2.5 pounds is almost the same as a toaster. Imagine carrying the weight of a toaster in your pocket. You'd need to start increasing your weights at the gym. The seventh surprising fact about smartphones is that the fear of being without your phone is real. When our mobile phones die or we misplace them, we can't help but feel a little lost. But one mobile phone fact that may shock you is that there's such a thing as being scared to be without your mobile. This phenomenon actually has a name, nomophobia. The term is a combination of the phrase no mobile phobia and, let's face it, we've all been there. The eighth interesting fact is that Nokia loved Morse code. When you think of Nokia mobiles, you'll automatically be reminded of Snake, the funky orange-looking screen, but more importantly, the famous Nokia ringtone. But did you know that the Nokia ringtone is actually SMS in Morse code? The ninth astonishing fact is that ringxiety is for real. Is your mobile phone really ringing? We've all experienced the sensation of feeling like our mobile phone is ringing when it's not. Some of us even take our mobiles out to check whether we're going out of our minds or someone is on the other end. It turns out, ringxiety is actually a real psychoacoustic phenomenon. This is the sensation that you get when you're certain you can feel or hear your mobile ringing. And finally, the 10th surprising fact is that smartphones can scan QR codes without an app. While you used to have a specialized QR code reader app on your phone, now you can simply point your iPhone camera at a QR code and have it scan automatically. All you have to do is open your camera app, focus your camera on the QR code, and then tap the resulting notification that takes you to the product page or website. With these 10 surprising facts, you now have a deeper understanding of smartphones that may have eluded you. Thanks for joining in, and I look forward to having you with me on the next episode.